Nacon has announced that it's going to be working with former Test Drive Unlimited developer Eden Games. This is particularly interesting when you factor in Nacon already owning two former IPs that Eden Games have made, Test Drive Unlimited and V-Rally. However, this time, instead of acquiring the IP, Nacon will be handling the publishing and distribution of Gear Club Unlimited 3. And I know you're already clicking off this video because it's a mobile game, but it's not. The announcement states that it will be set in Japan and released later this year on all current gen consoles and PC. As a quick TLDR as to what happened to Eden Games after TDU2, Atari had laid off over half the studio only a couple of months after TDU2's release. Sound familiar? Eden Games then got dissolved and then revived themselves with the same employees but under new management, of which they've changed hands a few times, but now they're owned by Animoca Brands, which, as a bit of irony, is a Hong Kong-based gaming company. Eden has made a few mobile games here and there, most of which we won't talk about. But what we're interested in is the Gear.s Club Unlimited franchise, which totally doesn't audibly sound like they were salty about the whole Test Drive Unlimited situation. Gear.s Club Unlimited 2, which I will now call GCU 2 for the sake of sanity, is a pretty standard mobile racing game with a few odd TDU-esque features shoved into it. For example, you own a customizable workshop that you can decorate to how you like. Car classes are eerily similar to TDU 2. You even have car dealerships where you can test drive cars. And if you listen closely, even the stupid dealership music is quite similar to TDU 1. Actually, since we're still talking about dealerships, yep, and the mobile game has more Asian cars than TDUSC. Katie, take notes. So what does this announcement actually mean though? Well, if you didn't understand by now, this isn't Nacon buying or acquiring Eden Games. They're publishing their next game, which does mean they'll be working closely to them, similar to how Rennsport's console release will also be handled by Nacon, but it won't necessarily affect the actual game itself. Interestingly though, the CEO of Nacon stated, "We're excited to collaborate on Gear Club Unlimited 3 and combine our expertise to once again put the spotlight on automotive passion." It does leave space for a bunch of conspiracy theories as to whether or not collaboration between Eden and other Nacon studios could ever happen in the future, especially considering Nacon seems to be pushing rapidly to expand their racing game sector. And while Racewood and Killer Swan may be the only studios they own, they've been collaborating with a lot of other studios, such as Artifact, which has made the abomination that is MXGP24. Interestingly enough, Traction stated that Kiloton will be working on MXGP to deliver a more satisfactory game in the future. So unfortunately, it really does seem like KT Racing can't get a break, now having to develop 3 whole games and their own game engine that other Nacon studios seem to be using. But that's pretty much it. All of this has been coming out of BigBen Week, which for simplification purposes is just Nacon's annual event to showcase what they've been working on to big name companies, higher ups and the such. Community manager Alex 7 has stated that TDUSC wasn't at BigBen Week, but the letter tomorrow at least gives us some fresh news. So make sure you're subscribed if you don't want to miss out on that video. That being said, I hope you have a nice rest of the week and I'll see you next time. Bye!